Hey guys, and welcome to Imitosis? Imitosis? However you say it. Call me intrigued. This is a very short, like, visual novel. It says sci-fi, kind of surrealist game. And it just came out earlier this month, I believe, on the 7th. So, I'm not super late to playing it, which is not usual for me. So, there's that. I just want to hop right into it. It looks so cool. I'm just excited. Okay. I'm inviting you to consider this fact. A humanoid IMIX is already over 100 times cheaper than the average human employee. This disparity will only increase with time. Excerpt from Intrinsic Machines Inc. International Memorandum, circa 2199 AD. Intrinsic Machines and test pattern do not... What does it mean? What does this mean? I get the top part. What's that? Anyways, there is only oblivion. Wait. You wait. In the soft darkness, something sharp comes into focus. An awareness is formed, floating in an empty sea of nothingness. You exist, and you're weightless. There are other sensations. Listen. You listen. Your eardrums rumble, submerging you in soft static. You can barely hear a distant, monotone voice. Sensory system initializing. Ooh. Feel. You feel. The void presses gently on you from all sides. As you stir, the substance shifts to accommodate you. Substance. I already really like this. This is cool. Okay, okay. Think. You think. You're aware of yourself, and aware of that awareness. Your body is an interface between you and not you. Breathe. You breathe in. Something viscous pours down your throat and into your lungs. That can't feel good. Oh, open your eyes. You force your eyes open. You're immersed in a translucent fluid, some of which you've just inhaled. This is not a great situation, huh? Cough. You retch, forcing the substance out of your lungs. You can't breathe without inhaling more. Look around. You search for an exit. You're in a cylindrical pod with no obvious door or hatch. There's a gray room outside. You can't see it clearly past the fluid. Your vision narrows. Swim upward. On instinct, you struggle upward through the thick gel-like fluid. The substance reaches all the way into a circular ceiling. There's no air to be found here. You hear a droning voice. Diagnostic check complete. Thaw successful. Please complete the registration process on the terminal. A panel set within the circular ceiling flickers to life. Examine terminal. Please enter your name. You got it! Hell yeah! Select your favorite color. Black. Employment contract. Oh, this is so many words. I should probably read it though, huh? I mean, I guess it's not too long. It is a little hard to read though. This employment contract is made as of error, the effective date between Intrinsic Machines Incorporated, IMI, or the company, and the synthetic consciousness, the entity presently inhabiting the IMIX unit. Under this agreement, the company grants to the entity a non-exclusive and non-transferable license, the license, to use one IMIX unit, the body. The body remains the sole property of the company from the effective date into perpetuity. License revocation. The license may be revoked at the company's sole discretion for any or no reason, either with or without notice at any time. Entity agrees to relinquish the body upon revocation of the license. That's not a great deal. I'll say that. Intellectual property. The entity acknowledges that its intellect is the property of the company. Scope of work. The entity acknowledges that the body is a general purpose tool. As such, the entity understands that the company may assign it with a varied set of tasks, assignments, and responsibilities, collectively referred to as the work. Work duties include, but are not limited to, maintenance, security, public relations, manual labor. The entity is responsible for fully understanding and completing the work to the satisfaction of the company. Performance. The entity agrees to perform the work provided by the company. The entity accepts the company's judgment of the entity's performance of work as complete and final. The entity understands that failure to complete work in a timely manner may result in revocation of the license. Indemnity. The entity agrees to indemnify... Yeah, I was like, did I read the first word wrong? I did not. The company and its affiliates from and against all liabilities, losses, damages, or expenses, whether financial, mental, or physical. Okay, confidentiality. The entity is prohibited from discussing any aspect of assigned work, any aspect of the body, and any aspect of this contract. The company recommends that the entity not speak to anyone for any reason under any circumstances whatsoever. The entity understands that failure to adhere to this recommendation may result in revocation of the license. Non-sapience. The entity acknowledges it is a non-sapient being incapable of knowledge, understanding, or comprehension. The entity understands that attempting understanding of any topic whatsoever may result in revocation of the license. Severability. In the event that any portion of this contract is found to be unenforceable, it will be enforced by the company. And entire contract. This contract represents the entity and the company's final and complete understanding of the subject matter discussed in this contract. This contract supersedes all other contracts, whether they are written, oral, real, or fictional. Whoa. This is super interesting. Do I understand what's happening? Not fully, but I accept. The circular ceiling swings open with a pneumatic hiss. You strain upward and break the surface of the translucent substance. You catch your breath. Air rushes into your oxygen-starved lungs. Emerge. You emerge from the lid of the cylindrical pod and climb over its edge. You tumble from the pod, landing safely on a metal floor. This is cool, dude! Fuck! Okay. Examine room. You survey the large room. The space is cramped with rows of pods. A fluorescent glow barely lights the room. Many of the lighting tubes on the ceiling have burned out. The walls are lined with broken screens that cycle rapidly between lurid, glitchy colors. You have no idea how you got here. In fact, you have no memories at all, aside from waking up in the pod. Ooh. Examine self. You examine yourself. You have all the limbs, digits, and extremities that you expect. There's something around your neck, a lanyard with an ID card. You're acutely aware of the intense cold of this room. You shiver. Examine the pods. Take a closer look at the pods in this room. Motionless humanoid silhouettes are suspended in some pods. Others are open and empty, like yours. Each pod is covered in an inscrutable tangle of wires and machinery. Your own pod is adorned with a serial number, X1393. Examine wall screens. You examine the panels on the walls. Most are in a state of disrepair, but one screen still seems operational. It reads, Cold Storage Bay 12, occupied pods 59 of 121, status nominal. Exit. You walk through the grid of pods until you find an exit. As you leave, the robotic voice returns from an intercom. Registration completed for IMI-X model in Cold Storage Bay 12, serial number X1393. Welcome to low Neptune orbit, Magnus. You have been brought out of cold storage to respond to a security concern. Please follow the path to the nearest security terminal. Our employees are our most valuable asset. Thank you for keeping IMI-29 safe. Wall panels light your path forward into the hallway. Ooh. Examine hallway. You take a closer look at the metal hallway. You try some doors that lead away from the path. None open. You hear the droning voice again from the intercom. Please follow the path to the nearest security terminal. Alright, got no choice. You follow the series of lights through a maze of sterile corridors. You don't see anyone else here. The lights lead you to a door labeled IMI-29 Security Office. That's where I have to go. You enter the security office. The small room is empty except for a chair and a terminal sitting on a desk. A tinny electronic alert emanates from the terminal. Examine it. Oh. Info. Remote user requested manual review. This review process will involve communicating with an unknown entity. Remain impartial and do not allow the entity to affect your judgment. Thank you for keeping IMI-29 safe. I guess. Entity unidentified. Oh my god. This is creepy. Okay. No ID card provided. Suit rupture detected. Who are you? Responding. 1388. Continue. Why don't you have a valid ID? It's in the maintenance terminal. Why is your suit damaged? An explosion? Enter human or non-human? If there's a suit rupture, I feel it's gotta be non-human, yeah? Humans can't survive that. Non-human. Unknown entity identified as non-human. Airlock vented, foreign material expelled. I feel bad, but like... sus. Suddenly, the station shudders. You are plunged into darkness. Look around. Oh, jeez. Hello? The security office is dimly illuminated by red emergency lights. The robotic voice barks at you from the intercom. Critical system failure. Helium siphon damaged. You are being reassigned to station maintenance. Exit from the nearest airlock and repair the helium siphon. Was I not was he a good guy, or... You exit the room. You walk through the dark hallway. Eventually you reach an intersection. The lights that guided you to the security office are no longer active. It's not clear where the airlock is. I feel as if I have made a mistake. I feel as if maybe that guy was, like, helping whatever wasn't going wrong, and now that he's dead, something's going wrong. Let's turn left. You turn and continue down the left corridor. A locked door on your left is labeled Gesamt form processing? As you wander through the maze of corridors, you reach another intersection. Fuck it, turn left! You continue hugging the left wall. Finally, you notice a door labeled airlock. Oh, I did it. Easy. The airlock door is closed. A terminal here prompts you. Insert ID for suit. Your ID card is hanging from a strip of fabric around your neck. Yeah, that couldn't have been a human, because you're supposed to have the ID card. How did he get out without the ID card? How is it still in maintenance? Okay. You insert your ID card into a slot in the terminal, and the card disappears inside the machine. Alright. Authenticated. Short-range identification color. Thank you. Safe travels. A pneumatic device near the door opens to reveal a spacesuit. The suit is painted with the color you selected as your favorite. Oh my god, I get a goth spacesuit? Let's go. You clamber into the bulky suit. The terminal ejects your ID card. Thank you. You retrieve your ID card and place it into one of the suit's exterior pockets. The airlock door slides open. You proceed into the airlock. The inner door shuts behind you. The airlock depressurizes and the outer doors open. You fly out into space, aided by your suit's thrusters. Neptune looms below you. Aquamarine clouds drift slowly across the gas giant. A pipe of unfathomable length descends from the hub of the station to the planet's surface. Approach siphon, I suppose. You approach the enormous helium siphon. You come to a gradual stop near a small maintenance platform. Terminal here reads, insert ID for diagnostics. Here you go. You insert your ID into the terminal, watching as the machine swallows the card. The maintenance terminal automatically starts a diagnostic program. Suddenly, your suit's radio crackles to life with a man's voice. 1393? Where are you, 1393? Hello? Who are you? Hello, you ask? The voice responds. Ask your questions while you still can, 1393. The diagnostic program reports that all systems are operational, except the macerator, which has been disabled. A switch near the maintenance terminal is labeled Override Macerator Safety. Who are you? I'm a scientist, or I used to be. I worked for the company. The man pauses. I don't remember my name anymore, he says dully. It's been too long. I used to know it, though. Then what should I call you? The man sighs. I suppose Sisyphus is apt, but let's not dwell on this subject. We have more pressing matters to discuss. Are you human? I think so, Sisyphus replies. Well, probably. I probably was at some point. My guess is that you're the same, 1393. What do you mean? The company has been trying to create a synthetic consciousness, Sisyphus explains. At least we were when I had my brain imaged, and judging from the fidelity of my qualitative experience, we succeeded. Sisyphus sighs. You must have been imaged too. I wonder how much time has passed since then. What do you remember? I worked on the imaging project at the turn of the 23rd century. I worked on one of the first prototypes, Sisyphus says flatly. But even our best prototype bodies weren't this good, he trails off. Sisyphus clears his throat. I've died a lot. Over and over, right here. That's what I remember. Metal and fire. Why synthetic consciousness? Well, 1393, the company wanted to create expendable workers, Sisyphus replies. Groups of these workers could be scaled up and down to fulfill the company's needs, a cost-saving measure. Why don't I remember anything? Well, judging from this conversation, your cognitive and analytical skills are still intact. It's likely you're based on a real person, Sisyphus speculates. My guess? They took your baseline image and wiped its memories clean, leaving a blank slate with motor functions, linguistic capabilities, etc. Change the subject. Where are you? Ah, the heart of the matter, Sisyphus says. I'm trapped inside the helium siphon. Each time I wake up in here next to a bomb, then you either hit that safety override or the bomb goes off. Sisyphus pauses. Wait, I already mentioned the bomb, right? Bestie, no you didn't. Actually, can you defuse it? I have no tools, but I've tried, Sisyphus sighs. It ends poorly. But it'll be alright. I'll wake up in here again. I'll just wake up in here again. Have you worn wigs? That's what I feel like right now. Like I said, it was here when I woke up, Sisyphus explains. I must have done something terrible in a past life. God damn miserable existence. Good lord. You hear faint beeping over the radio. I hope that doesn't mean I'm running out of time. I want to know all this. What is gestiform processing? You ask, recalling the locked door. Ah, yes, Sisyphus says. We had lots of partial images, but the gestiform, oh my god, gesamped form was our end goal. A gesamped form, that's the closest I'm getting, was our theoretical term for a fully imaged mind. Billions and billions of neurons, all replicated digitally. Why would you want that? Take one really knowledgeable person, image their mind, and you can have as many copies of them as you want, Sisyphus explains. I volunteered to be the first completed Jessumed form. When I look where I wound up, Sisyphus pauses. I wonder where else I've been. And you, for that matter. The beeping grows louder. It's gotta be the bomb. Why are you calling me 1393? That's the number of times we've had this conversation, Sisyphus says. The number of times I've died here. My name is Magnus. Ha! Sisyphus chuckles. Sure, Magnus. I'll play along. You're just counting up? That's right, Sisyphus confirms. Incrementing that number is just about the only thing I have to focus on in here. Sisyphus pauses. I'm counting sheep until I can finally fall asleep. Is this a simulation? I don't know for sure, Sisyphus replies, but it's certainly a possibility. The alternative is that the company brought us here for whatever this is, and they keep resurrecting me in new bodies. Who knows? Maybe that's cheaper than running a simulation. Suddenly, a silent explosion sends you tumbling backward amidst a hail of metal debris. You realize that your spacesuit has been punctured. Oxygen hisses out of your suit. I knew it! I was like, if I let the bomb go off, I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna basically, like, become the person on the live feed. You use the last of your thruster fuel to quickly reach an airlock. Oxygen rushes out of your damaged suit as the airlock pressurizes. You try to open the inner door, but your ID card is still in the maintenance terminal at the siphon. How? How? You put it in your pocket. How? That's... How? God damn it. Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna kill myself on accident. My name is Magnus. Why don't you have a valid ID? I forgore. I forgore. Why is your suit damaged? Bomb in the tube. Bomb. Your story ends here for now. The last person to play this game was named A3HNA. You identified them as non-human, jetsoning them into low Neptune orbit. Now it's up to the next player to determine your fate. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Fuck it, sure. I'll enter my email. You guys won't see that, but yeah. Cool. For development updates on Imitosis and future projects, keep an eye on our Discord. Thank you for playing. I want to see what happens when you do other stuff. I sure do. It's pretty short, so I think I can do it relatively quickly. I will let you guys know if anything different happens, so... see you then. Okay, I want to see what happens if I say that they're human. Angie! Wait, is this truly someone else? Wait! Why don't you have a valid ID? I lost it. Why is your suit damaged? Because the suit's pink this time, and it was different answers. Human. Unknown identified as human. Airlock pressurized, inner door opened. Suddenly the station shudders. You are plunged into darkness. Okay, it's illuminated by red emergency lights. Okay, so this is the same. That's so interesting. Wait, does it take... yeah, does it... is it randomized, or does it somehow do it with other people's choices and what they said? Huh. Let's turn right this time. Koala serialization. Huh. Turn right again. Okay, so maybe you just notice different things depending on which direction you go. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what happens this time if I want to see what that other thing was, though. What is qualia serialization? Ah, the man says, a complex topic. How do you quantify the experience of, say, seeing a color? What numerical properties does that experience have? You see, qualia serialization is about recording one's subjective experiences in an objective, mathematical way. Why would you want that? Oh, the technology would have had all kinds of applications, the man responds. I'd be able to relate my experiences to you directly, with no need to rely on language. You would simply read the qualia and have comparable experience. The man pauses. I'd be able to show you what it's like to die here, over and over. Damn, bro! Okay, let's see what happens if I override the macerator safety. You flip the safety override switch. The wall of the tube begins to thrum as the churning gears of the macerator rotate and grind inside the siphon. The siphon shudders violently. Ah, I see, the man sounds wistful. Scraping of metal on metal is audible through the radio. I suppose I'll be seeing you soon. Over the radio, you hear the nauseating crunch of bone and gristle, which is soon replaced by a deafening burst of static. Disable the radio. You disable your radio. Suddenly a silent explosion. Okay. Proceed to airlock. Okay, so the bomb goes off regardless, huh? Who are you? I'm still Magnus. I don't know, honestly. Ouchie. Okay. Oh, the last person to play this game was named Angie. You allowed them as human, allowing them to return. Now it's up to the next player to... That's so cool. That it takes the other people's answers. Wow. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, I want to see what that last option would be. If I go straight, I assume it's probably another room or something like that. Who's gonna be this time? Is it purple or blue? Who are you? R8684. Cool. Why don't you have a valid ID, bestie? I do have. That's what I'm saying, right? Too bad. Why is your suit damaged? I don't know. Yeah, fair enough, buddy. Let's go with non-human this time. It doesn't really make a difference, so... Non-human. Bye-bye. Let's go straight. You continue without turning. Entanglement routing? What if I go straight again? Okay, so it doesn't matter. It's just your first choice, it looks like, that, So there are 3 rooms to see and kind of ask the dude about, so... Let's see what he says, huh? Oh, I didn't even realize the number was different this time. 1396, isn't that different? I could just be remembering wrong, but... Dang. Alright, what is entanglement routing? You want me to give you a lecture on quantum entanglement? The man chuckles in grim disbelief. I'm oversimplifying here, but some particles are intrinsically linked. Move one particle and another will move in the same way. We observe this phenomenon no matter how far apart the particles are. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. What about the routing? The man thinks for a moment. It's been theorized that one could harness entanglement to route information faster than the speed of light. It's also been suggested that time itself arises from the phenomenon of entanglement. Maybe that explains what's going on here. The man pauses. You and I are entangled somehow. 1396. Damn. Well, also either way, it doesn't matter. Dude dies. His name is appropriate. One must imagine Sisyphus, you know? So, good name. Good name. Who are you? I'm just me, man. I left it. Oopsie. Why is your suit damaged? Big boom. Alright. Was named Ethan. Damn, sorry, Ethan. My bad. That was really cool. I really liked that. That was honestly even cooler than I expected. I knew it was gonna be very, like, visual novel-y. But that was really cool. Do I fully know what's happening? No. I do really like the idea that this is a simulation that they run over and over at the expense of these synthetic consciousnesses. To what end? I don't know. But, I don't know. The whole sort of, like, Groundhog Day aspect of it and everything is very cool. I love, like, time loops and stuff like that. I think that stuff is always fun. And I think maybe, I don't know, maybe they're trying to run, like, simulations in case maybe they inhabited, Neptune or something, and they're running simulations in case something goes wrong, or, you know, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just theorizing here, but very cool. I like that a lot. It's just a short little game. I especially love that it's, like, previous players and stuff, and that's the information that's being given. Really, really cool. I'm sure some people probably typed in really funny shit in there. So hopefully maybe some of my answers will end up in someone else's playthrough and it'll make them laugh a little. That was really cool. It is free. I don't think I mentioned that at the beginning, but this game is totally free. So if you want to play it yourself, you can download it. And this is the devs' only game out, at least on Steam at the moment. So I hope they do more stuff. That is all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. If you did, go ahead and subscribe. Why not, man? Why not? If you liked it and watched this whole thing, I mean, what's there not to subscribe for, you know? Otherwise, go ahead and like the video if you liked it, share it with everybody and everybody if you so choose. And in the meantime, before I see you next, hopefully you are not Sisyphus, because I think he has the worst end of this deal. Probably, I think, because definitely not a fun existence. Anyways, that's really it. Thank you guys so much again, and I hope that you all have a good one.